In this video I show you how to replace a Ryobi string trimmer, weed eater, weed whacker, whatever you want to call it. Here's the original head. Here's what the head looks like after about 2 years of use. It wore down, so it's not even usable anymore. Okay. This is the manual that came with this book, with this unit right here. As far as I know, they don't sell the parts anymore. They may. I call Ryobi, but they refer you to another supplier, and they give you a diagram that doesn't even match up to this. So what happens is Home Depot, Ryobi, I guess, is only sold at Home Depot, has a universal replacement head that replaces many models of weed trimmer heads. This is what the package looks like. Has the bubble package. It came in with that. I forget how much it cost, 30 bucks or whatever. To find the model number of your weed eater, weed trimmer, this comes with a power head. It separates right here. You can put on different attachments. But you just look on the shaft of the weed trimmer, weed eater, weed whacker, whatever we'll call it, string trimmer. That's where you get your model number. Okay. The problem is the YouTube videos by Ryobi. I used to call it Ryobi, but I guess it's Ryobi. They don't tell you how to take off this old part to put on this part. So the trick is, on this particular model, well, also when you buy that universal, it's called Real Easy Replacement Universal Head, it comes with a shaft, or you can use a regular screwdriver, just a flathead screwdriver. You have to rotate this thing here until you find a slot. See, this slot has to match another slot, and it turns out that slot is exactly where this screw is on this model. I don't know if it's true on every model. But there's no way to take off this head from the top. So you have to either stick your screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver in there, or something else, or a nail or something, whatever. But they already give you the shaft. So it turns out you have to just find out which way to turn this. Just go one way or the other, and it's the opposite of what you would normally turn a nut to get it tighter or looser. Take that off. I haven't seen any head like this on any Ryobi products. Show you a picture in the manual they give with a Real Easy. Here's one type of shaft. There's another type. It's called an arbor. That little piece right there coming out, shaft, is called an arbor. A lot of times they have a hex already built into it. See that little hex in there? That helps hold this spool out spinning. Alright, also with this particular model, when you pull it out, you see it has like the little gears in there or whatever. That's what holds it instead of the hex screw. And if you forget which way you took this off, if you try to put it on this way, that metal is going to rub against the other metal, and it's not going to spin easy. You flip it over, it gives it a space, and that's the way it's supposed to spin normally. So we got the head off. Remember, line this 2 slots. Put your shaft in, spin it off. Okay, now they give you a whole bunch of different parts with that Real Easy kit, because it fits a lot of different styles and model numbers of different Ryobis. Like here's a part we're not going to use. Here's a part we're not going to use. I think there's another piece like this in the Ryobi videos. It's dark colored like this. But I'm just showing you for this particular model, but it gives you a general idea what to do. It gives you a dark bolt, a silver bolt, gives you a silver nut, and it gives you a dark nut. Turns out for this model, don't forget this spring, whatever you do. If you forget this spring, or you lose it, you can buy a replacement spring. I got one right here. It's called a Ryobi bump knob and replacement spring. So if this breaks again on this real easy, you don't need to buy the whole new cardigan. You just buy this replacement lunkhead. Somebody said you can put like a washer right here, metal washer, so when you go to bump it, it won't scrape this and wear it out like this got wore out. Eventually, it's non-usable. See how you can't even use it anymore. So, anyways, you take apart that Ryobi real easy, they call it. I'm just going to show you this without the spring, but normally the spring goes in there. Okay, so at this position where the two arrows are lined up, that's normally it's like this. The arrow is lined up with the padlock, and that means it's locked. To unlock it, you just simply twist it and pull it out. But of course, the spring's going to be there, but I only got one hand. Show you with this camera. Okay, on this particular model, I'm going to show you the nut. This is not how you do it, but I'm just going to show you how it's going to. It's a counterclockwise nut. It's not the normal way. It always gets confusing. But you don't want to put it on with that flat head down. When I show you here in a minute, you're going to want to put it on with the flat part of this nut upwards, and it's going to go, and you just have to do it counterclockwise. Okay, but you have to put it on with this plastic piece, of course, but I just wanted to show you before I put it on with a plastic piece so you know what I'm talking about. So it's going to be going this way and not this way. If you do it this way, it'll seem to work fine, but then the reel will fly off when you go to put when you go to spin it around. The weed eater spinning around. So the wrong way to put it in is this way with the flat edge on these big cogs. The correct way is there's more fine tooth stuff in here, and that's going to be the way you put this nut and make sure it matches up with the hex, and you just push it in. Alright, now you're going to take this. So if you remember, this is the original part. You see how it looks like a washer there, but it has a nut built into it. Same thing here. This looks like a washer, but it has a nut built into it. So you can put that, line up the two notches. See the notch? You can put this pole in there or a flathead screwdriver, either way. Now you're going to tighten on this part here. It's counterclockwise. Spin it on, get it tight. I guess don't over tighten it. Okay, so that's on. Now that almost looks like what the original did. But so this is the real easy one. And now the important part is don't forget this spring. If you forget this spring, what's going to happen is this string is going to keep on advancing, and it's going to keep on cutting string. This spring keeps the string from spinning outward until you're ready, till you bump it on the ground and bump this out. Like I say, if you lose, I lost my spring one time, and I ended up putting paper towel in here to force this up, but I had to take this piece off every time to get the string advanced. But that's an alternative way if you lose the spring, until you can get around to the hardware store to get another one. They sell different kind of springs. That's not the only size. I have this package too. It's not for this model, I don't think. That spring might be the same kind of spring. But this one comes with two different springs, so one of those springs might work too. I don't know. But you kind of force this spring on here. Twist the spring till it sticks in there by itself, and you're gonna Put the two arrows together. This is the original string that came in with the universal. They call it Real Easy. REELEASY plus. It says reload string in 60 seconds. Yeah, maybe if you're a pro. So then you just put this on, line the arrows. You're just gonna tighten it. Can't show you with my. So basically, I can't show you on camera, but you're gonna tighten it and then just turn it over to lock it. Can't do it with one hand while I'm holding the camera. But so if you like this video, please hit subscribe and hit thumbs up. I appreciate showing you because I know a lot of people had trouble with it. And good luck. Look at the other videos too if you can't figure it out from this. Your style might be a little different, but this will help you to figure out certain things. Anyways, thanks.